As we continue our coverage of what is unfolding in Takoradi and Kogi Yankson since rest of Saturday as well as Sunday, and today we'll continue with his comprehensive coverage of what we should be expecting, especially from the police and the families of the missing Takoradi girls. And Natalia Kwanza has also been supporting. Already we have some reports through. Samuel Odotok Wales told the police that the girls were in a septic tank. And this is according to the Western Regional Minister, Kwabena Ochre Dakumensa. The minister who chairs the Western Regional Security Council told Kogi Yankson that it was a confession of the suspect that led investigators to the human remains at the bottom of the septic tank, the suspect's last known residence in Kansarodo, suburb of Takoradi. This, he says, is the reason why the police decided to search the premises right months after the suspect was arrested.
Some work has gone in, and therefore it's out of this same work that they have to go to this premises and search the way they came to search. Because the first time they were actually looking for live people. The search naturally will be different. If you are looking for a live person, you will not be going into. But now they've searched, put a lot of pressure on the guy to tell them a lot of things for them to get at least 3 people who are supposed to be the main kingpins of the whole game. So naturally, new information has to be deduced. You cannot be giving the police old stories that you have given to them, that even they have even communicated system that has created problems for the communication wing of the police itself. So naturally, I believe that is part of the work they are doing. I believe that now that they've come to do this search and found some body part, let's give the police space to do the DNA and tell us whether it is what it is or it is not. Then we can move on. Because what I'm thinking in my head is that, so if it's not the children, it means that they've killed more people than we are taught. And that's very, very, very dangerous. So I strongly do believe that police is a professional institution. It's Ghanaian made. We should be able to allow them to succeed. And that is why I'm not going on that tangent of just blaming them. Yes, we might have our own difficulties with the police, but I believe that the best will definitely come out of them after this investigation.
Are you suggesting that the police are no longer looking for live people at this point?
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that all the time, when we started this whole thing, we said that they were here, they were there, they were in Kaswa, they were in Kofodia. You know all these stories. So let's wait for the police to finish their investigation, because I do believe that they are alive. As I sit here, I still do believe that they are alive. And I want them to do their DNA before I'm clear, before they tell me that they've come to a finality of the matter. Then I can take another decision.
So this came from information they got from the suspect?
Yes, that's what the police said. That's why they even said that they took the guy there to go and show them exactly what we're doing. So naturally it might be coming from them.
Okay. So what he said was, there are bodies in my house, or that the girls are in my house?
Basically, I think that's what they said.
The girls are in my house?
Yes, I think that's what they said.
So at this point, I mean, is it not unusual for it to take this long for the police to go and search the home of the suspect? Should it not have been done at the very beginning when he was arrested?
You know, the guy to start with is a liar. He kept telling lies from one stage to the another. I believe that if he had not been put under so much pressure, he wouldn't have even seen the other accomplice. And therefore, I believe that as far as the police can extract from him all these other criminals to come to one center for them to get this information, I believe that the police are doing a yeoman's job.
And integral to this are the families. And the families of the 3 missing Takoradi girls say they will cooperate with the police as the institution carries out DNA tests on the remains found in the septic tank at a house in the suburb of the Western Regional Capital of Takoradi. The house was previously occupied by one of the suspects standing trial for the kidnapping of the girls. JoyNews Kogi Yankson again, who has been covering this unfolding story, visited the crime scene.
I'm standing about 100 meters away from the house of Samuel Udotek Wales, which is now a crime scene. We're around the corner from that house. This is where the tankers that sucked out the contents of the septic tank at Udotek Wales' house, that septic tank in which the remains were found, this is where the tankers came to dump the water and the contents of that tank. Now, I want you to pay attention to something that the members of the community have spotted in the cold light of day. Now, bear in mind, the dumping was done at night. There was poor visibility. There are no street lights here. So it would be very easy to miss any details. Well, here is a detail. What looks like braided hair, some of it matted up, some of it still straight and together, has been spotted by members of the community, and they drew my attention to it. Right there, you can see two bits of it. What looks like braided hair, some of it matted up, and some of it still in a braid. There is another braided piece further down into the gully, just over there. I'm sure you can see it. Now, the police's attention is yet to be drawn to this. But what it tells you, or what the question it raises, is that what else may have been thrown out with the septic water? What other evidence may have been washed away? Of course, this is not an exact science, but we do know that the police were seeking wire mesh to sieve out the contents of the septic tank yesterday. They were asking members of the community for wire mesh for that purpose. Eventually, they said they had found some, but clearly some things might have made it through. Now, we cannot speculate as to who this hair might belong to. We cannot start going down the road of which of the missing girls may have had a hairstyle that looks like that, because that would be pure speculation. All we need to do is make sure that the police are aware of this and can add this to the evidence of their investigation. This is the police cordon, which I will not cross, but just beyond it is the uncompleted building that fronts the home of Samuel Udoterg Wills. This uncompleted building is in the forefront, and just behind it is his apartment. You can see a piece of the pink wall, a bit of the pink wall of his apartment. That is where he lived. Now, the remains were found in this septic tank. Have a look. You can see there are red evidence stickers which have been placed on the handles of each of these tanks to show that they have been opened and evidence has been extracted from there. On the walls above, you can see they have put stickers there just to show that this is an area that has been preserved for evidence. They have even gone through the pains of extending an extra piece of crime scene tape across the 4 septic tanks that they opened in order to retrieve the human remains. This is what the community is now referring to as a house of horrors, where unspeakable things are believed to have happened. This is where Samuel Udoterg Wills has lived for at least 18 months. For 6 to 8 out of those 18 months, he has been in the police custody. But during that time, he has never led the police to this location. At no time in the past have the police searched this location. Samuel Wills has been giving them information that has led them to Koforidia, to Nigeria, and beyond, to Weja and Kaswa, but never here to his doorstep, to the home in which he lived, to the place from which he was arrested. And by the way, he was rearrested after his escape at a place that is not far from here. But in spite of that, at no point did the police search this location. At no point did Samuel Wills point his finger home until yesterday.
And Kojo Yankson has also been speaking to relatives of the first sister of Ruth Love Quason and father of Priscilla Kranche.
One question I would love to ask the police, what are they doing? And up to now, what can they tell the Ghanaians that do this, we have achieved this and this? That's one question I will ask them.
Do you believe your sister will come home?
I think my sister is alive, and we hope very soon, if they do their work well, we will see our sisters very soon.
So, if you are right and your sister is alive somewhere, probably watching this right now, what would you like to say to her?
Yeah, what I will say to my sister, I miss her very. She's the only one who give me so many nicknames. She used to call me Okonfokade, used to call me Onwani, used to call. So I will miss her. We always argued a lot. Mefia, don't do this. Mefia, lower the volume. Mefia, you are making noise. I say Okonfokade, please, Okonfokade. So I'm serious. I've missed her. I've missed her serious. Mafia, wherever you are, know that really your family are fighting for you. And we pray that we will see you very soon. And we will never stop until we see you. So we keep on fighting. So just bear assured that we will definitely find you. Mafia, wherever you are, know that we will find you.
Are we finally coming to a conclusion, or are we still nowhere near the truth? Let's speak to Mr. Crunchy. Nice to see you. How are you?
Yesterday, I couldn't take the issue very. I didn't take it easy at all throughout the whole night. So it was this morning, people started calling on me. But I said, as I heard from the police that they have issued a statement that this is what they found and that they cannot concretely prove it to the families that the scores or the body parts they found there belongs to the 3 missing girls unless the DNA test has been conducted. So I was waiting for official report from the police. So around 12 o'clock they came to us to inform us officially that this is what they have found. But it is not yet confirmed that what they found there is our 3 missing girls unless the DNA test is conducted. And that when the time comes, even they may need us in Accra to assist. So when the time comes, they will inform us. So they just left about 30 or 30 minutes ago.
You were very restless last night when the news was going around because it was all speculation. Now that the police have been here, how do you feel?
Okay, I still feel very sad, but there is nothing I can do. I feel very sad and sorry because as I'm speaking, the girls has still not been found. Yes, and the scores or the skeletons they found, it may prove to be that yes, it's our daughters, because now the world is very dangerous. People are acting very wickedly towards their towards their neighbors. So I have no doubt that he can do such a thing to the girls. But I rest assured that I'll wait for the DNA test. When it proves to be that it is our daughters, I leave everything to the hands of God.
Meanwhile, when the news broke on Saturday in the early part of the morning, panelists on Newsfile, our own current affairs program, expressed consternation at the police handling of the processes leading to the discovery of the human remains linked to the 3 missing Takoradi girls. Here is former Deputy Prime Minister John Abdullahi Jinapor speaking on the subject.
The building was previously occupied by the suspects, then there's a high linkage, and if you make any deduction, you might then be thinking that they may be the people we're thinking of. But the point is there's only a forensic investigation that can establish that. One, maybe the police shouldn't have rushed in putting this information out. I thought that they would have conducted forensic investigation. Now the families are going to be in very serious, difficult situation. I hope that they are also engaged with the family in terms of information sharing and all that.
So it should have been a covert operation.
I think so. That's what maybe they but finally, I hope that the findings will be made public, because then the issue of the minister's comment, the police administration's comment, in terms of the time periods when they claimed they knew they were alive, in terms of the claim that some of them may have been taken out of the country and all that. We are not there yet. But I'm saying that let's share information as much as possible, and let's ensure that we get a finality as far as this matter is concerned.
And if you want to share information, but also comment on all these as the news keeps unfolding, and we're covering all this for you, make sure that you touch base with us and add the hashtag #BringBackAtadi and then also JoyNews on all our social media platforms. Now moving on, from October this year, the Justice for All program, an initiative aimed at decongesting Ghana's prisons through setting up special court sittings to adjudicate remand prisoner cases, would be decentralized. Justice Clemens Onyanuga, chairman of the program, says High Court judges in all the 16 regions have been tasked to adjudicate all cases related to the Justice for All program. After presiding over 55 cases at the Kofodia prisons, the appeals court judge also revealed government's full funding of the program. Correspondent Kofi Sian monitored proceedings at the Kofodia prisons and filed this report.
17 remand prisoners were set free during the sitting at Kofodia, while 21 others who were also on remand at the Kofodia Central Prison were granted bail. Some of the beneficiaries had spent between 3 to 9 years on remand without trial. 2 were convicted and imprisoned. 10 applications for bail were refused, and 5 applications were struck out.
The central prisons, the statistics are as follows. And I must say that it is a record that in today's sitting, 17 inmates were discharged, and the total number of applications considered was 55.
An assistant state attorney, Helen Samlafo, who represented the team from the Attorney General's Department, complained about the slow pace of filing of cases by the police.
The police will forward the dockets to us early. It delays the case, and at times, because of the length it takes for them to also investigate the matter before forwarding the docket to us. That's why most of the time these cases delay.
While commending the Justice for All program initiative, the commander of the Kofodia Central Prisons, Deputy Director of Prisons, Benedict Bob Derry, expressed dissatisfaction with congestion in the Kofodia prisons. He said the facility, which was originally built for a little over 400 inmates, now accommodates over 730 inmates.
And this is going to decongest the prison. And others who have not been to court for a long time, today they also had the opportunity to meet the judges. And they are determining their fate. The tension and pressures in the yard, I believe, will reduce. And that will be good for me to do my work.
Oh, that's a good initiative there. And as it continues, we hope that those who are innocent or don't have the right opportunities for to have all their rights addressed and all their issues adjudicated would have some good opportunity for all those to be improved. Or subsequently, we'll have to bring you the latest on our Habitat Fair, which is being extended up to today. If you're looking for the best quality of items to build your dream home, then you have to be at the ongoing JoyNews Habitat Fair mini clinic at the Achimota Mall. Well, we brought you a number of activities from the day, and patrons praise the high quality of items on display by vendors. There's more in the following report by Sheila Tamaklo.
So it's day 2 of the JoyNews Habitat Fair, and as we promised, this about constructing that dream home of yours or acquiring that home. Now, if you want to acquire that home, definitely you're going to need the raw materials, and that will include cement. And we have it here at the Habitat Fair, and it's represented by SuperSem. So they're going to tell us more about this SuperSem cement. So SuperSem, what makes your product different from every other cement?
We are a premium brand. Our cement is the most quality cement you can find on the Ghanaian market so far. We say we are quality because we produce according to the EN standard, which is the European standard. And with that standard, there is no shortcut. You just have to go according to what is stated. So that's why we say we are premium, and that's why we say our cement is the best ever.
Now we are looking at the frame and the roofing of the building, and DBS had some great offers for us. So DBS, roofing, what makes yours special from what is on the market today?
What makes us so special is the kind of brand that we have. We have a very strong brand that we are promoting, whereby we are giving our customers 20 years warranty on our product, especially the roofing sheets. I think you can't get from any other roofing company.
So after constructing your home, you do want to protect the property in it, and you need all the security doors, windows, and other security features. And Superlock has all that for you. So they'll tell us about their doors. So Superlock, can you tell us, what are you offering our customers today?
Well, we are presenting our customers with the best security door you can find in Ghana, which is Superlock security doors. It's a galvanized steel security door. Our security door this is a PVC finishing. It's an ordinary or basic security door, which comes with 7 locking bolts. At the turn of the key, you can see 7 bolts taking effect at each columns.
Each day, more and more people are trooping in at the Habitat Fair, and I'm joined by one of such persons. So, sir, what brings you to the Habitat Fair? What do you make of it?
Well, I think it's a good fair. This is my first time of coming to such a fair, and I just came to look at some of the roofing systems around, because there are a lot of fake outside. So I came to see 1 or 2 of them and find out which of them is quality and that will suit my house. Yeah.
And so far, what do you make of what you see? Have you found something that you are looking for?
Yes, actually, I just came in to have estimates of the prices of some of the goods or exhibits they have. That way I can plan on future projects.
From quality cement to quality roofing sheets and quality locks, everything required for your home or for you to purchase that dream home of yours is here and of the best quality. So you cannot afford to miss this. You better be a part of this. And it's happening live at the Achimota Mall. For Joy Business, my name is Sheila Tamaklo.
And that's it for the news. We have to bring you more news. We'll do a review of myjoyonline.com, and we have at least a couple of newspapers in the studio. We'll do all that. Myself, Mamavio also Abwaje. But remember, Koji Yankson is up there in Takrady, and he's going to bring us all the latest regarding what the police investigations have been so far on the missing Takrady girls.